Okay, guys, here we go again. So, we are going to install Laravel with an SQL Server database using xampp, the deployment xampp. Okay, before we start, this is a clean installation of Windows. It's in a virtual machine, so everything here is clean. There's no ex there are no modifications. Basically, this is a brand new installation of Windows. Now, I would first list what do we need to install. So first we need is the most easiest one to acquire is the node.js. We need node.js for its npm. Although we can install just the node.js itself. Node is okay. Okay, the other part is I'm sorry. We need to install first the xampp because yeah, we need it. This is going to be our PHP. This is where we will get our PHP. Next, after we get the node.js, we need to install. Okay, what do we need to install more? The SQL Server, preferably 2019 because this is what my team and our development will use. The SQL Server 2019, as well as the SQL Server Management System, the SSMS. Okay. First, we need to go to Node.js. Just type Node.js. It's very easy to install. You just click whatever. But it's better to just use, the installer part. Use the pre-built installer. Yeah, we're going to wait for this to install. Next part is, I think I will just list what I remember. Composer. We need to install Composer. So yeah, we can just get this. It's in getcomposer.org. Download, then we need to find and this. Download and run Composer setup. Yan, this one. Alright, first we will verify. Before we install anything, we need to verify what do you have on your system. Check if you have the node, so node v, node.js version. Alright, so node is not existing, and then npm v. We're just checking the versions here. Alright, npm is not recognizable either. Okay, next is we're going to check if there's PHP in your system. Okay, as I said, there is nothing, nothing installed here, so there's no PHP, there's no node, yeah, there's nothing, anything like that. Oh yeah, we need to install, no, vi Visual Studio Code. So just hop onto Visual Studio Code. You need to add the code one. This is for to actually um add your physical code, so you wouldn't get lost with the developmental process of how to navigate through the process. xampp, I will just talk about it later, how to actually do this. Alright, for xampp, you can see there's different PHP versions here. I am going to use the latest version of xampp, I think 8.2.12. This one, version 8.2.12. Okay. So of course, when installing, make sure you are in your administrative, the you are the admin of your computer. So we're going to install XAMPP first, run as administrator. When installing, sorry. Okay, important because just don't mind this one. Okay. I don't need and I don't need this much. I just need the PHP one. So yeah, while waiting for this one to install, we're going to install another one, the VS Code. Oh, we need to install it as administrator. Just, very basic administration download. And add to path, or make sure when you see add to path when installing and operating a programming language, you need to add it to path. Okay, we're going to find now the SQL Server 2019. So SQL Server 2019 Express. So this the link na that showed. And yes, we're going to download this one. Run as admin. This one takes the longest to load as the SQL Server is quite heavy. Alright, the VS Code is now done installing. Alright, so done. Okay, XAMPP done. Oh, it's still going. The node is node okay. Wait, I haven't installed node yet. And this one is node. Just go with the usual accept terms. Make sure it is added to path, the node.js and npm modules. And just ignore that one. Finish. Okay, XAMPP is done. To actually check if you have installed it, you can just do this, like, yeah, node v. If there's a return value, it existed. Make sure to also check the npm if it exists. Okay, what do we need to install more? Okay, in SQL Server, just choose the basic installation. It will take quite a while to install. So, but the internet speed is like amazing when you're using a virtual machine from Azure. So, really, the only limiting downloading speed, the installation part, is the actual speed of the virtual machine. Okay, next, we need to install Git. I'm pretty sure everyone, especially when you're programming, everyone is already in the 64-bit version. 64-bit version of Windows, so and can navigate. Alright, let's try to finish this one first. Download this one. I have already download na pala. Okay, git. Okay, so we have PHP, we have XAMPP, it's done. We have Node, which is done. Composer, we will install Composer later at the end. Okay, Git is done. Make sure to always add Git to path. Use Git and optional Unix tool from the command path, from the command prompt, because it will add it to your path, the environmental variable. Yes, just yan. I still haven't figured it out why there is an X in the Apache module. I am not sure if it's actually working, but if you just install it using your local device, I'm sure it will be um be okay. Yeah, let's just keep looking. Finish. Alright, so now again we have installed XAMPP, we have installed Node, we have installed SQL Server is installing, VS Code is installing, Git is done. Okay, what do we need more? So to install Composer, you need to have this tree. Okay, you need to have this tree installed. I'm not sure if you need Git. I think you only need Git for the Laravel, but you need Node first. You need Git, I think. I don't know. I don't know. You need to have PHP. Yes. To install Composer, you need to have PHP. You need to have Node, I think. Or you only need to have PHP, I don't know. So you must I'm very certain you need to have PHP, but you have noticed I didn't really install PHP, which is because XAMPP has a PHP on its own, a built-in PHP. It's a built-in PHP. Oh my god, it's lagging. So if we do again, if we do here, I will just X all the command prompt instances. So in the SAM control panel, if you open to shell and if you check PHP v, you can see there's a PHP there. But if I close this one and go to CMD, the uh the Windows one, not the XAMPP one, if I type PHP, it is not recognizable because yes, again, the PHP is included in the XAMPP. So what does this mean is that we will going to be using the XAMPP shell, the XAMPP control panel, the command prompt for XAMPP. So when installing, so now we're going to install Composer. First, yes, always add this PHP to your path, or I don't know, just add this one. It's going to be much more better. Add this PHP to your path. So we're going to use So this PHP one from the XAMPP is going to be used in the command prompt. If you have an existing PHP, I don't think you need to add this one, but for the sake of demonstration, I will just check this one out and yeah, continue to install. Finish. So yeah, that was easy. So that's for the first part. You need to install the SSMS as it is done installing. Yeah, if you click that, if you click that, sorry, I was going so fast. If you click the install SSMS, it will prompt you into a website, and then boom, you have this Learn Microsoft website webpage, and you're going to be redirected to this download the SSMS, the SQL Server Management Studio. I always miss, I always thought it was management system. So after downloading the SSMS, you just need to install it, and we're just going to wait. While waiting for this one, again, we're going to find the SQL Server and PHP, the SQL Server and PHP drivers. Just click for this link, download the Microsoft driver for PHP for SQL Server, and find the file. This one. It's going to send this zip file. So to review, this is what we need. We need this is going to be this is so messy. We need SQL Server. This is the database. Yeah. I'm just going to put this on top. For us to use it, we need drivers. Driver PHP driver for SQL Server. We need this one. We need node, git, and then composer installed. I will must PHP. Okay. We need Visual Studio Code, just so we can actually check the coding when we use the Laravel. And we need XAMPP for PHP. Okay, so for now we're going to configure the driver system. Okay, while it's still loading, let's go to shell again and then check this one. PHP v. So it's 8.2.12. Just take note of the version, and go to the Explorer in the XAMPP control panel. Navigate to PHP. And then we need another one information, which is I'm unsure how to check PHP thread safe. Just I will just copy this one. Okay, since it is thread safety, so it's not NTS, it is thread safety. It is PHP 8.2.12 thread safe. That's important. Okay. So again, in this download, I will just first extract all the files, and we're going to need two files. First we're going to need to find. I'm just going to enlarge this one. We're going to need the PHP PDO, and then we're just going to need the PHP SQL Server. Okay, which one of all of this file we need to first identify the 8.2, because we have PHP 8.2 in our SAMP, and then we need to find its thread safety level. Okay, like this one, PHP PDO SQL Server 82 thread safe TS. The other one is NTS, which is not the PHP we have. Okay, we need to find another one. Oh, make sure to also check if it is in x64. That signifies if whatever it's bit, so it is 64-bit. Need to find another one. So 8.82 TS x64. Alright, we have this one. So we're just going to copy this one and just going to paste this one for easy navigation. I'm just going to copy this again and go to Explorer, find PHP. Again, go to the SAMP control panel, open the Explorer. In the SAMP directory, open PHP. Go to ext. Ext stands for the extensions, the drivers, which is this one. I'm just going to paste this one. Okay, now we have this too. Next, what we need to find is we need to find the php.ini in the SAMP root directory. The SAMP PHP root directory. Okay, SAMP the PHP ini. ini. Alright, this one, I think. That's the PHP configuration file. Let's open this with Notepad. And then find Control F extension. Make sure it's going down. Like this one, it is going down. We're navigating downwards. And find until we have this one. The extension is equals to xampp. SHMOP. Okay, so what do we need to add? We need to add, again, we go back to the what we copied pasted earlier. We need to copy this name, including the DLL, and then paste it again to the ini file just below the xampp. Okay, we need to add the another one. Rename, copy the whole thing, and paste. Make sure that there is no this one, the comma before the extension. Oh, okay. Also make sure this one is written. Extension is equals to yeah, we need this. We need the extension is equals to yan PHP and then save. I think we need to enable one more, like file. Let's try file. Up. Yeah, we need this one. Extension is equals to file info. Need to make sure there is no comma, and the extension is equals to file info. It's going to be important later on when we're going to use the Laravel part. Okay, now it is installed. Okay, the setup is complete. It is in Apache. Okay. Okay, everything is set up now. So just going to run some script to check if the database is actually working. I'm going to open a new instance of Notepad and just quickly paste this PHP code, which will check whether the PHP is actually working. The PHP and then the database connection is actually working. Okay, so let's go to, again, the SAM control panel, go to Explorer and navigate to htdocs folder, this one. And then just going to create new folder and PHP. Okay, in Visual Studio Code, sorry, in VS Code, this one, we go to File, Open Folder. We go to just make it easier, just copy this one and then paste. Copy the directory of what? No, not this one. We copy the SAMP directory, the htdocs php. Just copy this one and then paste it, and then select this folder. Okay, new file, test.php. Going to copy this one, paste this one, save. Okay, and then we can check. We can start this Apache. I'm just going to allow the access to everything. Okay, it's allowing access, which give us ability to go to localhost, localhost, localhost. The default one is dashboard, so localhost PHP. That's that's PHP. Okay. Oh, we haven't really configured this one out, this database connection part. So we're going to do the SQL. We go to SQL Server, SSMS, the SQL Server Management Studio, and just going to check, replace the credentials here into our actual database credentials. Okay, now that it is open, we're going to copy the server name into this part, and then just going to quickly create. I'm just going to quickly create a database. And then we're going to put test as the database, the one we just created. Please save that. Okay, now that we have created this one, okay, we have created, wait, okay, making sure again, it is, server name is this one, the database is valid, and then we're just going to refresh it. And yes, it is actually successfully connected, which is good for our next part, the installing part. I'm going to just quickly close all these tabs and go to Laravel. Installing Laravel is very straightforward, just because we have already set up the initial requirements. Just need to find this one. Composer Global require Laravel installer. Again, in the XAMPP directory file, just paste this one, and then wait, it's not. Wait, what the fuck? Let's check this one. It's not recognized. Oh my god. So what I did is not I didn't install it in XAMPP, the composer, the Laravel. I installed it using this command prompt, which actually utilizes the XAMPP PHP, uh, the XAMPP PHP. Okay, let's check this one. Okay, now that it is installed, just go to this again and right click, the folder, the PHP folder. Now this one, and then open in integrated terminal. Now I'm just going to refresh this one because VS Code wants to refresh a lot. Open in integrated terminal, and then type Laravel V. Okay, it exists. Laravel exists. Okay, Laravel new test. So this is a test project. Okay, enter. Oh, I'm going to close this again. It exists, but we need to set one more thing. We need to go to SQL Server 2019 Configuration Manager. We need to set the SQL Server network configuration. The TCP IP needs to be enabled, and properties, and everything has to be, you need to, all the TCP dynamic ports, you need to just remove this one. And then for the TCP port, just put 1433. 1433. Is it necessary? Yes, you need to put this because the database will not actually work if you didn't go to this step. Okay, enable the TCP IP and then clear out the TCP dynamic ports, which is set up to 0 by default. Just clear that out, and then the TCP port to 1433. Why 1433? I do not exactly know, but Laravel uses it as the default TCP, the root TCP port, the default port for the PHP, the SQL Server. So just going to apply this one and then quickly go to SQL Server, which this one is running, and then just going to restart this one. And the SQL Server services, go to SQL Server and wait this for to restart. Okay, now that it is restarted, we go to Laravel. Okay, I think now we can install. Again, open in integrated terminal, type, just going to expand this a bit. Test, Laravel, new test. Just, okay. And then just going to wait. Again, it is extremely important for you to actually follow all these steps here. You need to install. It is, you need, not this one. That's just a script. You need to install a lot of things. You need to install the database. You need to install the drivers. More on configure the drivers. You need to install VS Code. You need to install XAMPP for its PHP. You need to install Node for the npm. We need to install Git to actually this one. This is all Git. The files that were being downloaded, it's all from Git. And you need to install Composer to actually install Laravel within the PHP system. After this, it's going to prompt me to actually you find what which database we're going to be used on the which database will your application use. It is set to default to SQL Server. The default is SQLite because PHP stuff. The XAMPP maybe it is set to SQLite, but since we have set up for it to be SQL Server, we just go to SQL Server. Okay, type the default duration, yes, so we can actually check if it is actually working. Oh crap, it's not working. Okay, login failed for user root. Okay, we're going to go that. We're going to check that again. It's not actually default of us, it's default of this Laravel for setting the default username to root. Okay. Once it is done installing, just go to check it. Since it hasn't been actually migrated, just go to the environment, this cogwheel icon, and find the DB connection. Okay, just remove the username book, and then just going to save this one. Again, open this test folder in integrated terminal. So the directory must be php/test, and then run artisan migrate. I think php artisan migrate. Okay, now it's done. It I just removed the root from the username because we don't actually have a username, so I removed it. But you can see it created it created different types of tables, which if we go to our database using the test tables, we have this one, cache, field jobs, migration, user, which is this is all defined by Laravel. Let's check this again. I don't remember actually setting test as our database. Oh, it is actually test. Okay, it, okay, that's it. So for we can nah, this is good. We have already set up Laravel with a functioning database. So good luck, people, in actually creating a program out on this framework. Thank you.